Hello. Panqui has a question. Why does Monday feel like a brick? Not always a dramatic brick, sometimes just a quiet one, but still. Your alarm rings Monday morning and suddenly your brain goes, ah, not a scream, not a meltdown, just that small internal sigh. And the weird thing is, nothing terrible has happened. Like, you didn't fall off a cliff. Nobody stole your dog. There's no dragon waiting outside your door. It's just Monday. Yet somehow Monday carries emotional gravity. Like the air is slightly heavier. Like your brain is wearing a backpack you don't remember putting on. So, what is happening here? Why does Monday feel like that? Panqui thinks the answer is actually very simple. Your brain is changing worlds. Think about the weekend. Not the Instagram version, the real one. Maybe you slept late, maybe you cleaned, maybe you watched 5 episodes of something and forgot what day it was. Maybe you went out. Maybe you did absolutely nothing. But even if the weekend was quiet, something important was happening. You were in your time, your schedule, your rhythm. You decide when you wake up. You decide when you eat. You decide when to leave the house. Even if you had plans, they were still your plans. The weekend is like wandering through a park. No rush, no traffic lights. You just walk. Now imagine the moment Monday arrives. The park disappears and suddenly you're standing in the middle of a busy city intersection. Cars, lights, rules, deadlines, messages. Your brain has to go from wandering mode to traffic control mode. That shift is exhausting, not because work is impossible, but because the transition is abrupt. Your brain goes from strolling to managing 1,000 moving parts. And something interesting happens before Monday even arrives. Sunday starts whispering about it. At first, it's subtle. Sunday morning still feels free. But sometime around the afternoon, your brain remembers. Oh, right. Monday exists. And suddenly, a quiet list starts appearing in your mind. Emails, things you forgot, meetings, tasks, people you need to reply to. It's like your brain opens a drawer and 20 sticky notes fall out. None of them are emergencies, but together they create noise. And that noise slowly steals the peaceful feeling of the weekend. By Sunday night, many people feel something psychologists call anticipatory stress, which is just a fancy way of saying your brain is worrying about things that haven't happened yet. It's like mentally rehearsing tomorrow, and rehearsing takes energy. So by the time Monday morning arrives, your brain has already been working overtime. There's also another strange thing about Mondays. Your brain suddenly has to remember how to be productive again. Weekend brain and weekday brain are not the same creature. Weekend brain is relaxed, curious, flexible. Weekend brain says things like, let's get tacos. Let's watch a movie. Let's go outside. Monday brain is different. Monday brain is a project manager. Monday brain opens spreadsheets. Monday brain checks calendars. Monday brain remembers passwords you forgot existed. Your brain has to switch personalities. And personality switching requires energy. Imagine you've been speaking one language all weekend. And Monday morning, someone says, okay, now speak a completely different language for 8 hours. Your brain would need a minute to adjust. That's basically what Mondays feel like. A mental language change. Another reason Mondays feel heavy is because of something called cognitive load, which basically means how much information your brain has to juggle. On the weekend, your brain is juggling maybe 2 or 3 things: food, plans, music, comfort. But Monday shows up with an entire circus: emails, meetings, problems, conversations, deadlines, decisions. Your brain suddenly has 15 bowling pins in the air. And at the beginning of the week, they all arrive at once. Even if each one is small, the pile feels intimidating. Like opening your laptop and seeing 47 notifications. None of them individually ruin your day, but together they feel loud. There's also something emotional happening, and this part is interesting. Weekends remind us what freedom feels like. You remember what it feels like to wake up without an alarm, to eat slowly, to exist without someone needing something from you. Monday gently reminds you that adulthood often runs on systems, schedules, deadlines, responsibilities. And that contrast can feel strange, even if you like your job, even if your life is stable. Your brain still notices the difference, the weekend version of you and the weekday version of you. And sometimes Monday feels heavy simply because that gap exists. But here's something surprising. Monday is usually not the hardest day of the week. If you look at your schedule, Tuesday and Wednesday are often busier. More meetings, more tasks, more pressure. Yet emotionally, they don't feel as dramatic. Why? Because by Tuesday, your brain has already warmed up. Think about starting a car on a cold morning. At first, the engine struggles a little. But once it's running, everything becomes smoother. Monday is the ignition. Tuesday is the engine already moving. There's another invisible weight Mondays carry. Decisions. During the weekend, most decisions are light. What should we eat? Where should we go? Should we nap? Low stakes, low pressure. Monday decisions are different. What should I prioritize? What problem needs solving? What message needs a careful reply? What deadline is coming? What meeting needs preparation? Each decision burns a little mental fuel, and Monday often delivers dozens of them at the same time. Your brain wakes up and suddenly it's managing traffic. But Panqui also thinks Mondays have something beautiful hidden inside them. Because Monday is a reset. A new page, 7 days that don't exist yet. Anything could happen. You could finish something important. You could learn something new. You could meet someone interesting. You could change a small habit. You could start something you've been postponing. Monday quietly says, here's another chance. And chances are powerful, even if they feel heavy at first. So if Monday feels heavy sometimes, it doesn't mean you're lazy. It doesn't mean something is wrong with your motivation. It simply means your brain is adjusting, switching from one rhythm to another, from wandering to focusing, from rest to motion. And every engine needs a moment to warm up. Panqui believes life is a lot like a pancasito. Sometimes it's fluffy. Sometimes it sticks to the pan. Sometimes you flip it too early. Sometimes it burns a little. But the secret is simple. You just keep turning it. And Mondays are simply the moment the pancasito flips again. If today feels heavy, take a breath. Drink your coffee. Give your brain a moment to wake up. Because once the gears start turning again, the week begins to move. La vida es un panquecito. And Mondays are just the flip.